to the Anything Goes podcast.
Yo, what's up, peeps?
Kombat AllStar. Got it out.
I got it out.
Who are you?
A random girl. You guys know.
So, excuse me if I talk a little weird.
Yeah.
I got my wisdom teeth pulled out and I got some nerve damage, so
Ooh,
it's healing, but I kind of sound like JR a little bit. So.
Oh yeah, they ripped them all out. They ripped them all out.
So.
What's wrong?
Nothing. So I can't really feel my bottom lip and my jaw's kind of numb, so that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So if he sounds like he has about 8 straws in his mouth, that's why.
Yeah. So I digress.
He digresses.
We're going to be talking about Power Rangers, the movie, because we went and saw it and it was pretty...
Yeah, it was
awesome.
pretty freaking... You know what? It shocked me by surprise. I was actually... Me and the Kombat went and I was talking to a lady in the back and we were like talking about how Power Rangers was back in the day. Like, it was awesome with the putties and everything. How it was more like kid-like. It was more fun. And then the woman was like... she was saying, yeah, back in the day it was more fun. Why are they trying so hard to be serious? And I was like, yes, come on now. And then it was like remakes. Bunch of remakes. So I went to the movie thing and whatever, I'm just going just with Kombat to see, what it's going to be like because he paid. And then I was shocked. At how good it was, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I felt the same way going into it. I didn't have any expectations for it. I was just hoping it would be good.
I thought you thought,
So like I didn't like I said, I didn't have any expectations for it. I was hoping it would be good, and I went in there and it blew me away. I was so surprised at how good it actually was, and it felt like a Power Rangers movie. And in this day and age where you have a bunch of superhero movies, I kind of going into it, I thought it was gonna feel like a superhero movie, like the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, or like a Justice League or something.
What do you mean by that, Kombat?
Because with those movies, it's just like a bunch of heroes that are powerful. And they come together and they fight
the day, save the bad guy. Yeah.
To me, Power Rangers was kind of like Goonies meets.
I felt that way too.
Yeah, so
that's funny. So
Power Rangers to me, the TV show was always like it felt like it was like Goonies. Or those movies from back in the 80s where it's like a bunch of friends that always hang out.
Yeah,
so it was like Goonies,
which is cool.
Mixed with like the Avengers or mixed with the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt like a more Breakfast Club feel. Because they were hanging out in detention.
Detention, exactly.
So it felt a lot. It had at the core it was Power Rangers. It felt like Power Rangers. From the little campy, cheesy jokes, the Krispy Kreme stuff, the Alpha, who I absolutely going into this thing wanted to hate, but I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was
great. Okay. Bill Hader was Alpha. You knew that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so for me, in my opinion on the movie, is it was more heartfelt than anything. I related to a lot of the characters. Very humbling beginnings, very diverse and kind of troubling lifestyles, which I feel like a lot of people can relate to. Not everyone has a perfect lifestyle. So let's see, starting from what's the guy's name? Jason Lee Scott, who was the outcast and misfit, who everyone depended on and counted on being the Super League football player, and then he messed up. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. And then Kimberly Hart, like how it is in high school. There's the different groups, jocks and the nerds and all that stuff. Kimberly Hart being the pretty popular girl who I guess not lost her way, but she made a mistake, and then she was too hard on herself, felt like she was the bad person. And then there was Trini, right?
Trini? Yeah,
Trini. Okay, so she was the girl who travels, who I guess who had to move around a lot, and her family didn't understand her, so she was the quiet girl, and the family treated her as the outcast, when she was just misunderstood. So I felt like everyone could relate to each character. It was very well written. Now, as far as Kombat says, as far as he feels like it's Goonies, 80s and all that, and Breakfast Club, I do agree with that. But you were saying something else too. I can't remember what you said. You said you felt like it was 80s, and then what else did you say? I can't remember, but it'll come back to me as it always does. Okay. But yeah, it was a very good movie. I heard that people liked Billy Cranston the best. I don't know why though. Why did people? Did they give their reasons?
No, just the performance was really good.
Yeah, he was funny. He was adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like I think the core Power Rangers was the same thing as the core of like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Growing up, watching Spider-Man, reading Spider-Man, I felt like he was me. You know, because
which one?
I was in school, Spider-Man.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was in school. I had the same problems as him as far as bullies and homework. And, you know, I was a bit of a nerd. So, you know, he was a nerd. So, like, I had not, like, adult problems, but, like, teenage problems.
Which is real problems.
Right.
Which are real problems, yeah.
And I like, in this movie, you know, they had those teenage problems, too. It wasn't, like, real problems. It was, like, you know, those problems that teenagers would have. And the fact that they, the coins chose teenagers, it was a coincidence. I really like that because in the original, you know, show, it was like, we gotta find teenagers with attitude. It was really cheesy and stupid. Why teenagers with attitudes?
But for the time, that's what it was. You know how it was
right,
in the 80s. Yeah,
and,
the 90s,
and in this movie, it was just a coincidence. And Zordon was kind of upset that they were teenagers, which was very cool. And another thing that I really liked about it is I never understood in the original Power Rangers why they always fought in Angel Grove. But what's so special about Angel Grove? It was a stupid little town, and it was in the middle of nowhere. In this one, they were like, okay, this crystal that we need to find is in Angel Grove, so that's why Angel Grove was so important. So I could understand why they would always battle there, and even in future movies, if they battle there, I understand why Angel Grove is so important.
That's where the foundation was. Yeah, no. I do have a quick question. Why didn't the black mother, Billy Cranston's mother, she never questioned about her van, did she? When it was, didn't Billy Cranston, he took the mom's car to take it. And now she never asked, like, what happened to my car? She never did.
I figure it was like, they would just think it was stolen.
Yeah.
And it was somebody else who was...
So I was waiting for that scene to happen, and never did.
That scene, and then another person, I think it was Angry Joe or something, they were like, how does Trini get attacked in her room when no one wakes up and comes to the door?
Oh, yes, that was another one. I was like, a lot of things happen. Even with those nuns, when I was singing that song. Those nuns. And what's the guy's name? Zach Taylor. When he went out, what's the correct term for, do you remember when he went out when he wasn't supposed to with his big robot thingy, and he went out when he wasn't supposed to, and he went out into the open, and he almost crashed into the nuns that were in their van, and they were singing all happy. And I was like, why didn't they hear that noise? They were just singing, so that made me laugh. And I was like, why didn't they hear it? There was a lot of things that were loud, and and no one was woken up or paid attention to it. And you said Angry Joe mentioned. Oh, you look tired.
No. To me, it was fine because I look at it as, you know, this is a cheesy thing, and, you know, it keeps it with the teenagers, like, their point of view. It doesn't take away. I mean, of course,
I disagree.
Yeah, if you had, like, you know, more scenes or whatever, or because the movie was over 2 hours long, so they could have definitely added that stuff, and it would have made more sense. But for me, it didn't bring me out of the story at all. Well,
for me, in my very collective and very detailed mind, I was like, okay, she's in the house, and she has a big family, and no one came into the room. Like, she was getting beat up, and no one was like, "What's wrong, Trini?" You know, no one came. So that didn't sit quite well with me.
Yeah, it was fine for me.
Okay, it was fine for you. It wasn't fine for me. That's agree, disagree.
And so there was just a lot of really good things, and it's funny because. I remember when the movie came out, you know, it came out over the weekend, but the first day on Friday when it came out, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a low score, so it was horrible. It's not quite the Power Rangers, but it's not quite the epic movie that we wanted, and it was stupid because the fans on there gave it a great score. I think last time I checked it was like 86% with the fans and like 20% with
and that's the thing. Critics. You know, the movie critics I don't know how they rate. I really don't know how they rate, but I'm always for what the people say. Because the people, they watch it, they either gonna love it or hate it, and they'll be honest with you. So that's what I sometimes go by. And for me, as Random Girl, I loved the movie. I went into it thinking it was gonna suck, and I loved it.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion. And you know what I like about the movie, keep the thought comment, is it touched my heart. Very rarely can movies touch my heart, and that's what this movie's done. Yeah.
Yeah, and I walked into the theater thinking I want to buy this on Blu-ray when it comes out.
Oh, for sure. You know it. Yeah.
And I like how, you know, it set it up perfectly for a sequel.
Yeah.
And just
for sure. Yes, and the music. When the music came on, go go Power Rangers, and the adults remembered. The adults in there started clapping. I was like, there we go. That's what I grew up on. You know. So it was a pretty cool movie. Now, I will talk about Rita. I didn't agree quite with Rita. Elizabeth Banks' portrayal of Rita, I did not quite like. I did like the older school version of Rita because she's supposed to come off as a crazy, maniacal witch kind of evil lady. And she was too sexy for me and too funny. So I didn't agree with the role.
She did come off as evil and maniacal to me. She when she first
you said
formed,
earlier you didn't like it.
When she first formed, she looked like kind of Enchantress from Suicide Squad until she got that green stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she looked the part as a witch, but to me, I don't know. I like what they did with Rita as far as having her being the Green Ranger, the history and the character. I didn't like Elizabeth Banks' acting in it. I didn't think she took it serious enough. Like, she was just kind of, I don't know, just didn't care. Like, to me, it just came across as she didn't care much about the character. And she just was like, oh yeah, I'm just having fun. And
for me, the thing is, she mostly does comedy. I like Elizabeth Banks a lot. I watch her a lot. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was kind of, when they first announced her as playing Rita, I was like, I don't know if she can pull it off because she's great in comedy. So if you're doing mostly comedy, you're good at comedy, you take on a serious role, you have to tap into that. You have to watch how crazy people act. You have to watch, I don't know, the documentaries. You have to watch the movies where, women or men, they act crazy. You have to dig deep into it. She didn't do it in this role.
Yeah, I didn't really feel the character, and it's weird because usually when I see a movie, I'm like, oh, I didn't like that character, and or that person was dumb, and it's usually the acting and the writing. Mm-hmm. But then sometimes you have a movie where the writing's really bad, but the characters tried really hard, like in Fantastic Four. Yeah. But in this one, I think it's the first movie I can think of where I liked the direction they were going with Rita. I just don't think they got the right person to play her.
And you know what, though? This is the same thing can be said about, Wonder Woman, the woman who plays Gal Gadot, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people didn't like her. So this is her first shot doing a serious, really, really serious role. Maybe the next one she'll get better. I'm always open. I like her a lot, and maybe this is her first really serious, crazy role. So maybe the second one she'll get better. You get what I mean? But yeah, on this one, she didn't really come strong as Rita is usually portrayed,
And I like how, of course the movie focused on the actual Power Rangers, and those guys killed it. They all did a great job, those kids.
They had me tear up numerous times. Mm-hmm. Numerous times, yeah. And I also wonder if the actors and actresses that play the role, if they realize how big an impact they made on people's lives, because they played heroes and they acted them out very well. So I wonder if they really know.
Well, I saw an interview on YouTube. And it was with all of them, and they sat the two girls down that played, Trini and Kimberly. Yeah. And they said that Jamie Jo, the original Pink Ranger, tweeted them, good luck when they first, did it. Mm-hmm. When they first got announced that they were playing the roles, and then she ended up taking them out to lunch and everything and talking to them. So
that's cool.
She became kind of a mentor for both of them.
That's cool.
And I feel like if the girl that played the original Trini was still alive, she probably would have been part of that too, like taking them out and
which was my favorite hero.
So it was really cool that they got that, and I feel like that probably helped them in the movie.
I hope so. Mm-hmm. Not going to give away the spoiler. You have to go see the movie. Something special happens in the end of the movie.
Oh, they all know about it.
Not the people that haven't watched.
Oh, well, we spoiled everything else.
But, you don't want to spoil everything. We didn't tell about all the details.
Yeah, whatever.
That's how I go.
Yes, it was definitely an awesome movie. Like I said, I liked it a lot. I'm definitely going to buy it on Blu-ray. I don't see what the whole big deal about it. I'm not sure why critics or whoever is comparing it to like the Avengers or Justice League.
It was its own movie.
This is not that. These are not... I mean, I know they have their own comic books and everything now, but Power Rangers was its own thing. Yeah. And this movie stayed its own thing. Yeah. It didn't try to be something else. Yeah. It didn't try to be something that it's not.
And I like that it was updated for the teens and everything today, because ours was a bit cheesy, but I do like cheesy. I like cheesy. Mm-hmm. So, but it was updated, more grounded for the kids of today, and that's what I liked. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I liked, and it's funny because I hated the costumes when I first saw them, but
they said it was heavy.
Right. It just looked weird looking. Yeah. And I really hated them. I hated them. Mm-hmm. But when I saw the movie, it made sense because the original Rangers were like aliens from another planet or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it looked alien, and I got it. It made even the centerpiece looked like there was a universe in it and everything. It made sense.
Ooh, gotcha.
So I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Ay.
I wasn't I didn't like the putties all that much.
No, why? They didn't look like putties. They looked like weird gargoyles.
Yeah, they were like stone.
And they didn't stand out. It was just like big rocks smushed together. I like my putties.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool. I was talking to the lady too. They were like, but if they put the putties in the movie, it would have probably made it too goofy. Yeah. So I guess you had to do what you had to do. I agree with Kombat. The putties weren't so great for me.
Yeah, and Goldar was awesome.
Which one's Goldar? What?
Goldar, he was awful. He was one of my favorite characters in the
he was awful. Which one's
Power Rangers? And he was just like this big gold glob type creature.
Oh, you didn't like him.
Right, and like in the original Power Rangers, he was like this awesome ape with wings and gold armor.
Oh, I remember him.
So he was epic back in the day, and this one he was just like.
And you know what? They could have kept that guy the same. They didn't have to make him all gold. Weird.
I mean, I get it. I guess you're right. Because they could have been like, okay, I'm collecting the gold for his armor, not to make him.
No, I agree with what you said. I did like the older.
Yeah. So I mean, they could have. I don't know. It just Goldar was very disappointing.
Yeah.
And it sucked that was the monster that they fought.
Yeah, I felt like it was like the typical gold evil. Oh, she's got to steal the gold.
But I did like the Zords. Zords look cool too.
Yeah.
The Megazord looked awful. He looked like a big transformer or something.
I thought he looked cool.
You thought he looked cool?
I did.
I didn't like him. I was like, I mean, because there could have been a different way. I wanted to see like them all come in the center, and everything. Mm-hmm. And I wanted the horns that Megazord has and everything. So I wanted it to kind of look like it, but it just looked like a big transformer. And then everybody was in the every
weird parts, right?
Yeah, instead of everyone meeting in the center, like of the chest, like in the old Power Rangers, like it was a conference room or something. Mm-hmm. They were all in their
different limbs,
in their robots and limbs, like Voltron. And I was like, dude, why are you trying to be like Voltron? I immediately thought Voltron. When I
thought that was weird too, and I was young watching Power Rangers. So did I yell too loud?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something weird going on. My ears are like popping or something.
Oh, must be the weather. Anyway, so what? Oh, I thought that was weird too, and I was young watching Power Rangers, so I can't remember as vividly as Kombat. But I was like, that's so weird. Why are they in different parts and limbs? And that's because they were in the center, right, of their kind of chest like.
Yeah, because when Megatron formed, they all it was like kind of like Legos. It all kind of the yellow like it all like I can't really explain it, but like. Okay, when Voltron forms, they just kind of come together like they kind of just. But when Megazord formed, things were like sliding, moving parts. Like the head of the saber-toothed tiger would go from the bottom all the way to the top. No, it was from the top all the way to the bottom. So like things were like if you guys watch the intro of Power Rangers, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The Zords actually kind of morph into their slots, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then with the Rangers slide up, from their animal into the center, so everything was like moving all at once. As where Voltron, they just kind of like attached to each other like Legos. Mm-hmm. So they all stayed in their beasts. Yeah.
And, so you're wondering why they do like that.
So in this one, we didn't even get to see Megatron form. They all kind of fell into the lava, and then Megatron emerged.
Yeah, they all seemed like they were about to die, and then they all just came together.
So they could have totally been all in the center, but they chose to go the Voltron route, which kind of sucks because Voltron's a different
Maybe
thing.
Visual effect issues.
I don't know. I know at the same time, whatever, but they still could have all been in the same place. I think that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I didn't have really any complaints with the movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Great movie. Go and watch it if you haven't watched it.
No, go watch it.
If you have, what did you think about it? I mean, let us know. We always want to know what you guys think.
Yeah, and then just come with it, man.
Yeah, and the Green Ranger's going to be in the next movie. They already,
cool.
Yeah, they teased it at the end credits. We didn't stay for them because I didn't think there was. My bad.
And I had a feeling there was like combat.
Because no one said anything. And then days later after the movie came out, oh yeah, by the way,
yeah,
there was end credits. So apparently they teased the Green Ranger definitely going to be in the next movie. So, what'd you guys think of it?
Yeah,
what'd you guys think of everything? Power Rangers. What was your favorite Power Ranger? the Blue Ranger, all that good stuff. What do you want?
You always be talking. Anyway, so who's your... You talk too much. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Repeat what I say?
No, you didn't say that. You said that you like the movie, go watch it. What did you say?
I said, who's your favorite Ranger?
You talk so boring, I forgot what you said.
You see this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, anyway, who's your favorite Power Ranger? Mine is the Yellow Ranger. Trini, all day, every day, because she's tough.
Cares.
Who's yours? Who's yours?
The White Ranger.
Hey, no one cares.
Of course they do.
I hope they pull all your teeth out.
Evil, you hear that? Mean.
I don't care. They know who I am.
Guys. Gosh, you cough a lot. I'm going to have to edit all this coughing out.
Keep it in. The last one.
Alright, so like, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think about the movie. Comment in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm sorry you guys had to deal with Random Girl.
Oh, whatever. You guys love me.
Just pain in my butt.
Kombat be tripping out.
So long.
Peace.